When's it going to stop raining? Absolutely had enough of this. It's just madness, isn't it? Just how much it rains. Last 2 days it's not stopped. Right everyone, welcome back to the vlog. Hope you're well. You might have guessed by the thumbnail, all is not well in the world with me. So I don't think this will be a massively long vlog. Just tell you where I am first. I'm at the beautiful Newmillerdam, which is kind of in between, just on the outskirts of Wakefield really. Suppose you could say in between Wakefield and Barnsley, I guess. Lovely place. Really peaceful. Does get busy in summer, gets really busy, you know, when the weather's nice, but as you've seen today it's pouring down, absolutely belting it down. Not a great day. So yeah, just thought I'd get myself out for a walk. So yesterday I set off to Grimsby for my monthly one-to-one with my boss. So for those of you who don't know, you may probably remember a similar video to this done in January when I was actually made redundant from my previous role that I did with a little brewery in Yorkshire. I got made redundant due to a restructure. They'd been through a world of pain. The business had basically failed, and they'd had to make redundancies when they got taken over, and unfortunately I was one of those casualties. So yeah, I lost my job back then in January, but very quickly fell onto a new one. I hope you can see me okay, by the way. I'm on the GoPro because it's the only waterproof camera I've got. I can't bring the other two out, they'll just get soaked. So at least this one you can put underwater, etc. So it should be able to cope with this. Just look at this scene here, this little walkway. I'll turn you around and show you this. Look at that, just gorgeous, isn't it? Yorkshire at its best. Yeah, anyway, headed over there yesterday to Grimsby. Got there bang on time. Thought it was a bit strange. The boss said, let's go conduct this in the boardroom. And you always can tell, can't you, when something like that happens, that all is not well. And I walked in there and there was the human remains manager, as I like to call them, human resources. She was sat there waiting too with a big grin on her face, and I thought, I don't think she's particularly interested in my monthly review. So yeah, anyway, look, upshot is the business is struggling. They're having to make cuts. Last in, first out again. You know, just same as last time basically. So I am down the road. Now, the problem is between this one and the last one, I've only got a week's notice. So last time I had a month. In fact, I had 3 months, but I only needed a month. I found this job pretty quickly, fell into it straight away. But no such luck. I have literally been binned off with a week's notice. I get to keep my car for a week and I've got to take it back to Hull, and that's me done with them. So I'm in a little bit of a state, if I'm honest. When I get worried, when I get stressed, I go for a walk, and I think it's just the only way I can cope. I usually listen to a podcast, but I thought I'd talk to you today instead, tell you what's going on, just how it is. I'm desperately looking now for jobs. Obviously I've been on the usual things, LinkedIn, you know, all job boards. There's not a lot out there. I have had a bit of a glimmer of hope this morning from someone. Oh, it's got light again, come out the tree canopy. Apologies if I scared you there by seeing my face. Yeah, I've meant to have somebody ringing me at some point today to do a very similar job, so we'll see if that happens. I've learned to take these things with a pinch of salt. I was last properly out of work about, oh God, it's gone dark again, hasn't it? Sorry about this, folks, just gonna have to put up with the light. I was last properly out of work about, oh God, what, 8 years ago. Funny enough, I was thinking about it the other day. Same time of year, I was out of work for most of October, November, December, January, and it was a horrible winter. We were in our other house then, big house, big bills to run, You know, we never really recovered from that, and we had to move house, we had to downsize. The mortgage is actually the same cost per month, but it'll get paid off a lot quicker in this smaller house. I think only about 8 years away from that. But yeah, it wasn't a great time. I got ill. I got shocking cold, and when I say cold, I mean on the chest. Just couldn't shift it. Made the effort one day to go to the doctors. Felt like I was bloody dying, and the doctor said, just swap arms because my arm's hurting. The doctor was like, no, it's not bacterial, it's viral, not going to give you anything, just basically cope with it, young man. So tried. Pam could see me going downhill a little bit. I think I spent 2 nights on the sofa, just literally couldn't get my breath. I don't want to sound too graphic, but I had the glass by the side, and it was just everything off my chest was going in that glass. It was horrible, horrible. Yeah, so it wasn't a good winter, so I kind of got the memories of that in my head. I'm an anxious person, and I don't mind telling you that. I think we all should say that. You know, I've never used to bother me when I was younger, and now I've kind of got this, you know, I worry about things that I probably shouldn't do, but I do. It's just who I am. I bite my nails, always have done. That's got worse as I've got older. I think it's just a coping mechanism. Whenever I'm slightly nervous, I sit in the car and I find myself chewing. Horrible habit, but I can't get out of it. I've done it for 50 years. And yeah, I bit all my fingernails down to the quick that year. I infected finger. Oh, it was awful. So I don't really want to go back to that. So I think that always gets in there. I just remember sitting in the house. I had to miss the boys' Christmas play at school because I was just too ill. Just couldn't get there. So yeah, not good. So yeah, this place, it's cost me £1 to park for 2 hours. Not bad, is it? I couldn't remember the last time I had to pay. I assume I did, because if Wakefield Council haven't got a parking meter here, there's something wrong, because they will just churn money in summer. It's such a busy place. I mean, look at see all the rain we've had. Look, all the water there, flooding. Thankfully, it's not too bad underfoot. Look, I've only got my trusty Skechers on, which I've got dirty at the front now. They are going to have to be washed, but that's a good thing with Skechers, you can wash them. So yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Come here in summer, like I say, if you can get parked. It's a stunning walk. There's little things for the kids to do dotted around. Really nice place. So look at this fella here. This is, as you can see there, this is Gnome Richard. He doesn't like noisy children scaring away the fish, apparently. So don't annoy Gnome Richard. There he is, looking all his glory. Now look, there is a little bit of a split in the path here, look. So you can go off up that way. I don't know where they go. You can go off up that way. You can see there it's called the Gnome Roam, so I'm guessing it's a bit of a loop. This is called Lawns Dyke. Now there is some information here, look, on this board about, my feet have just got wet. So there you go, boggy, largely inaccessible area. So that bit up there was literally, this was a bog. So, but they've done some work on it. Now you can walk on it, look. So yeah, I parked up there somewhere. Will have been the main car park, and the idea is you can walk all the way around the lake. Really nice. Little picnic area there. I think there's a few dotted around. And again, look, you can see this is on the Wakefield way, this walk. So a nice little memory bench there for somebody. Let's go and have a look. Alf and Brenda Finley, always a favourite family walk. So you will get lots of this round here, folks. It is a lovely place. Generations of families will have been coming here to walk round. Just talk to you a bit again while I've got the light before I go under some more trees. So I had lots planned. We as a family had loads planned this autumn. I kind of love this run up to Christmas. You know, I like the dog walks, I like the leaves falling off the trees. I find it a nice time of year in general before you get that horrible January, February cold and boring and dark. I actually find this quite a nice therapeutic time of year. Obviously I've just got in mind that what happened to me 8 years ago at this time. Always never far away. But yeah, we were going to Brid. I think Brid is 3 weeks this weekend, so it's not happening. It's booked and paid for. The only thing I can suggest is that those two go on the train and I stay at home with the dog. Gutted to miss it, really am. It'll get me there, but I love Brid. But what can you do? You know, they can go on the train and enjoy themselves. I'll just stay at home with the dog. At least he gets looked after. Some more walks over there. Yeah, it splits off in all directions here, folks. You can really go. Right, I'll go down there in a minute into the dark. See what's down there. Yeah, we were going to Brid. Concert wise, gig wise, we had Shed 7, we had who else did we have? Shed 7, the Cortinas, the Claws, all these guys. I usually go to the snooker with my niece and nephew. We do that every year and I love it. But look, these are the things that you've got to think about now that I might not be able to do. You won't be able to pick it up, but there's absolutely loads of squirrels. Just had one come bounding out in front of me. There's hardly anybody about, which I'm not surprising because the weather in West Yorkshire here has been absolutely filthy over the last couple of days. You know, yesterday I went out and did a 6k walk last night. I had a thumping headache, probably stress headache, which I've got a bit of today. But I needed to get out. Needed some fresh air, but God, I was soaked to the skin when I got back. Shorts were dripping, socks were gone, trainers have to go on the heater. It wasn't the best idea, but something I needed to do. But yeah, there's loads of squirrels just in and out of these trees. Look at how old these trees must be. Amazing woodland. So vlog wise, I'll get this one uploaded either today or tomorrow if I can, depending on what mood I'm in, my frame of mind. If I think it's good, I'll get it uploaded. If not, it'll just get consigned to the bin. I'm not getting too precious about it. I've got bigger worries than what a vlog looks like at the minute, but I'm hoping you like it. I'm hoping I think I like it. Just showing you around here. But I've still got 2 more from Corfu. I've got a great one coming up where we hire the quad bike for a day and we go out driving around the village. Some 360 views on the Insta360 X4 camera, which are great. And then a bit more of the storm. That happened again that day. We had another afternoon of storms. If you watched the previous video, that's actually my second best ranking video. So thanks for watching that. And you know, look, if you have liked my videos, if you have subscribed, it does mean a lot to me. I'm only a small channel, but I've got 604 subscribers now. So yeah, I'll take that. It's not bad for me. I'm just getting in the dark again here a bit, so hopefully you can bear with me. The light just come in and out. I hope I'm going the right way here. It's a bit confusing. But yeah, please subscribe if you haven't. If you've just tuned in and seen this fat Yorkshireman prattling on about his life in general and stuff. And if you haven't watched before my other videos, I'm all about travel, you know, when we go on holidays. Family vlogs really, bit of food, bit of tech, bit of everything in there. So yeah, please click that subscribe. It's totally free. People think it costs you money. It doesn't. You just get a little, what do they call them, push ooh, nearly fell, push notification to tell you that I've got a new video out. So you click subscribe and then you go to the little bell and you click all on the little bell on the right hand side, I think it is. And it's really good. You'll know what I'm up to. Let's try and navigate this. It looks a bit dodgy down here. I was watching some tutorials about how you get more followers and subscribers on YouTube, and it said just ask on your videos. So there you go, I've asked. Please, if you can. Like I say, I'm not a slave to the YouTube algorithm where you've got to post at the same time every day of every week. That's not me. I'm just trying to just vlog what I get up to in general when I'm out and about. But if you can subscribe, like I say, it is free, it costs you nothing, and it would help. And just like life, you're often faced with a crossroads, aren't you? Which way do I go? Now that bit looks a bit hilly and a bit nondescript. This bit looks more like a proper path, so I think we'll get up here and hope it brings me back out around there near the lake. I think I have been up there before, up that hill, and I think it just brings you to a field. There's like a really old stone wall, I think, you know, dry stone wall, so I don't want to go up there. Ah, yeah, I think there's a left-hand turn here at this. Yeah, there's a finger sign, isn't there, up there, so just there, so we'll go left here. So I've just done a bit of delving. So round here, I think the lake's natural, it's always been there from what I can gather, I think. I'll correct it with a text comment below if I'm wrong. But it was owned by a family called the Pashleys, was this area. They operated it up to the 80s, and it was years ago called Thurston Hague. I believe there is an area of Wakefield called Hague, but this was called Thurston Hague. So they actually built a dam. They dammed the river, and it was called, they put a mill there, so it was called Newmillerdam. And the whole village changed its name, so it's not Newmillerdam at Thurston Hague, the village is now Newmillerdam. So a bit of interesting history there for you. It didn't say when it was, you know, first sort of used or inhabited, just that they operated it, owned it, ran it until the early 80s. So there you go, a bit of history. We're going up to the actual Boathouse place, hopefully, if I've got my geography right, he says. And I did want to go down there and take a picture of the lake and show you the lake looking back. So I hope I'm not too high up here, because I do appear to be. I think down there is where the lake is. You know, water runs down, doesn't it? And I'm a bit uphill now, so it's quite eerie in these woods. There's absolutely, I think I've seen 2 people the last half an hour. It is a bad day. You know, not quite as bad as yesterday, just checking I haven't lost my car key. Not as bad as yesterday, but it is quite a bit of a grim day. So I've just took that other fork in the road and I'm just heading down this hill now, which I hope is going to bring me back somewhere near the boathouse down at the bottom. Look at these tree roots here. It's so ancient, doesn't it, this trackway? You can imagine what, the tree there that's been chopped down, another one in front. You can imagine what it's seen, these little places, the amount of feet that have walked on this area over the years. And that's perfect, that's brought me out. That is there earlier is where I walked up round there, so it's brought me back at the right place. So let's go along here, and I can hopefully show you the lake from looking lengthways down it. So you can probably see in the distance there, I'm just approaching the lake. So I'm back down by the lakeside. So this is a lovely walk, folks. I wouldn't recommend it, you know, middle of winter when it's proper boggy, but to be honest, will it get any worse than this after the rain we've had over the last couple of days? I don't know. But here's the lake, look. Looking fantastic. You can see the odd tree sticking out, the odd little island. But there's loads of wildlife, if that's your thing, around here. It's funny what tricks the mind plays on you. When I was walking through that last bit before I got to the lake, just convinced I was being followed. I wasn't. Turned round, couldn't see anything. I have seen the squirrel there though. He's looking interested. Yeah, you just think you're being followed. I did spin round a couple of times. It got quite eerie a couple of moments, but there was nothing there. It's just our old mind. Your biggest battle is with your mind, isn't it? Squirrel on that tree there, look. Off he goes into the woods. And go, look, swans. Break your arm, them things. Some duckies, I think you can see there. I think, is this the dam? This can't be the dam, can it? Might be the dam. Never know, but let's get in the middle of there and I can take some nice picture looking back down the lake. So unfortunately I can't take you on there because probably sensibly they've fenced it off. So I bet at one point you could walk straight over there across that little dam, but Now it's all fenced off, but it's lovely here. 2 swans up there, as you saw. They're loving life. But come on, let's get round. Next thing to see will be the Boathouse. A little bit of a duck committee meeting going on there, look. Go on, in you go. Go for a swim. Whoa, off they go. So, next couple of days, look, it's job hunting. It's trying to find something online, like I say. Putting the contacts out there, see what comes up. I've got to take my car back to Hull on Monday, so I might vlog that as well if I can be bothered taking the kit with me. Show you a bit of Hull as I walk back to the train station from the depot. I have got a little vlog in mind in Leeds. So I grew up in a place called Holbeck. I have shown you that on a previous vlog, the one where I was doing a little bit of walk round on the edge of town on the canal. But proper Holbeck, as I call it, the streets, so the moor. Now, there was a little story about the Battle of Holbeck Moor that I'm going to talk to you about in the next couple of days. There was a plaque unveiling at the weekend, and it's quite an important story, and it's quite a big event if you believe the numbers involved. So keep an eye out for that one coming next couple of days. But here we are, we're coming up to what's called the Boathouse now. So I believe it's like a coffee shop. Don't know if it'll be open today. Now, I've got some lights on, so look, you can sit up there on that raised up bit where the lights are, or you can sit outside round the side. Might be open. Wonder if I can get a takeaway coffee. Don't really want to waste any money because I haven't got any, so to speak. So I can't be buying coffees when I'm out of work. They're a very lavish extravagance, aren't they? A cup of coffee. I'll just make one at home. But look how grey it is today. I hope the camera's picking up this. It's just a horrible, challenging day to be out. So yeah, there we go. You can hire out the Boathouse. Indoor dining room, rooftop terrace, 28 guests, full bar available. Really, really nice. So it looks like they do wine and things in there. Yeah, they've got like a little some alcoholic drinks in the fridge in there. Dark Woods coffee they sell. There you go, I'll show you the menu. So you can't make that out, it's £3.80 for a cappuccino. It's not bad, is it? They sell something called Dark Woods coffee. There you go. So yeah, I'll show you that. That's quite a nice little building. It says there, you've got to be a responsible dog owner. You've got to put it in the purple bin. But there we go, that's the Boathouse. So you come there, it does get busy. Don't get me wrong. When you come and it's a nice day, it's literally packed in there. So let's carry on and I'll get you back to the far end of the lake. Well, you know, I said the door might be slightly ajar. There might be a glint. I've just had a phone call from somebody. So same industry, basically the same job as I was doing. He's got a couple of patches apparently. Well, she said he's got a couple of patches, but she went, it's not working for me, it's working for my colleague. He'll give you a ring at some point today. Just sit tight. I have spoke to him about you. You're exactly what we're looking for. So look, let's see. Look, I take these things with a pinch of salt. I think 8 years ago when I was out of work, and I wasn't really used to losing my job and being out of work, I kind of got really giddy when I'd see a job and go, yeah, I'll get that. And or a recruiter, particularly recruiter, put in the comments down below if you've had any experience with recruitment agencies. I've had positive, but I've had a lot of negative. I just find them, a lot of them, chances, and all they're after is your CV that they can then hawk around jobs that don't exist really, just in case something does come up. And you know, my wife used to work in that industry. She didn't do the recruiting, she used to be admin, but you know, she's told me plenty of tricks that they do just to, they're basically CB farmers. That's what they want. So I wouldn't say it's put a spring in my step, but it might just ease this bloody headache that I've got from stress, because it's not gone away. I'm walking around here, I'm my usual saying hello to people like I do, but it's hard. Sometimes you just want to, I'm glad for the solitude that today's brought me. So we're not far from today's walk, we just got to get to the end here, and I'll show you the view from, I guess, what is kind of like the village end of Newmillerdam. So I don't know what this place was, but we're at the end of the walk. We're sort of back on the main road now. We're a cracking building that, isn't it? Look. Yeah, so there's the beach. I hate to call it a beach, but it's the bit that leads down to the pond, down to the lake. Another pond. There you've got the with the lights on in the distance there, you've got that boat lodge place, the house, Boathouse. So yeah, good little walk. How long is it? How far have we gone? 2.25 miles, that is, round there. It's not the quickest. I walk quicker than that. If you've just seen, I think I did 6k in 1 hour 10 last night. So I was walking twice as quick, and I obviously wasn't vlogging, but yeah, there we go. And that's it. So there's the main road. Car park is back over there, so I've just got to walk round that way now and get back. And I've just noticed this building here is East Lodge, one of the 9 lodges built around 1870 by Sir Lionel Millwall Swinnerton of Shebbit Hall, now demolished. The lodge house estate workers who were employed to protect the game and restrict public access. So blue plaque in 2016. There you go. So just quickly here, this is a little eatery, La Forteza. So I don't know much about it, but over the road over there, you've also got a place called Capri, which is, he's done well for himself. He started off with one site in Horbury Bridge, and he's got all that now. He's got about 5 or 6, so including that one. But yeah, there you go. Look, there's La Forteza. So amazing place. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it? Well, it's amazing how things happen, isn't it? Just literally filming that Italian restaurant place there, and the phone rang. So following on from the first girl ringing me, I've had another guy ring me saying, look, I've got a couple of sales vacancies available. I don't know what they pay, I don't know. I do know about them, but apart from that, I sort of know top line, I don't know anything. So I've actually got an interview in 2 hours. So I don't know. The way he's talking, he was like, yeah, well, you know, could be a goer. Bring your CV with you. So let's go see what it's all about. I'll maybe put a little bit on this video once I've had that interview and just let you know. But if I don't, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little walk. This is Newmillerdam, middle of, well, I say middle, on the edge of Wakefield, middle between Barnsley and Wakefield. Lovely area. Plenty of places to get a drink and eat something if you want. Bring the kids, there's a little trail. It's a lovely area. Please subscribe if you can. It does mean the world to me, and it will cheer me up the more subscribers I can get. I think, like I say, I'm up to 604 at the minute, so anything you can do would help me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one soon.